Fire in the hole, let's cook a sandwich. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome once again to my backyard barbecue. What I got for you today is we're making an Italian sandwich, sort of like what you might find on the street of, let's say Palermo, anywhere in Sicily. And what I got here is some pizza dough that's not cooperating with me, of course, but I'm gonna whip it into shape somehow. It's on my pizza peel, and I've got a bunch of cornmeal on there to make it slide off the pizza peel onto the pizza stone. I've got some cheap olive oil that we're gonna put on there. Put that cheap olive oil all over that pizza dough. You'll see. This is gonna be great. So one way or another, I gotta make this work. So we got some olive oil. We're gonna take a brush and spread that olive oil all over that dough, like so. Get that dough painted with that cheap olive oil. We have some good olive oil to make the sandwich with. This is gonna be a sandwich, believe it or not. I know it doesn't look like much now, but it's gonna be something in a minute. We got some Tango Spice porchetta rub. Tango Spice, if you're not familiar with Tango Spice, it's the best seasoning blends that you can find on the planet. We're gonna sprinkle this thing with some porchetta rub. And if you would like to try some Tango Spice, be a subscriber to my channel, leave a comment on this video, and we'll give away some Tango Spice to one lucky subscriber. We've got the Tango Spice porchetta rub. Porchetta rub is great. I gotta tell you what's in it. It has fennel seed, celery seed, garlic, kosher salt, white pepper, black pepper, rosemary, and oregano. So we basically just made a rosemary and oregano kind of a bread. And what I'm going to do now is fold this over. In theory, I'm going to fold it over like that. And I'm going to paint that side with some olive oil. This is my bread dough for my sandwich. You'll see. We got to cook this up on the pizza stone. I got my charbroil commander coming up to temperature. Slowly, but it's coming up. We'll paint that with some olive oil on that side. We'll hit it with some Tango Spice porchetta rub. Like I said, if you want to try some, be a subscriber, leave a comment on this video. I'll give away some Tango Spice. Isn't that nice of me? Or you can go to the link in the description and buy some Tango Spice from Tango Joe. My personal friend Tango Joe, a great guy. Okay, there, I have my pizza dough sandwich ready. I just got to slide that onto the pizza stone and get it cooking, and I'll show you what that looks like, so stay tuned. Okay, the dough's on the pizza stone on charbroil commander. It's coming up to temperature. We want to get it up about 400 degrees to cook that dough, and hopefully I'll be able to unfold that after it's cooked and make a sandwich out of it. So let's get that cooked up, and we'll show you what it looks like when it's done, and then we'll make a sandwich. So stay tuned. The charbroil commander is at 450 degrees, and I think the bread is just about done. My back patio smells like a pizzeria. Let's take a look. Yeah, I think that's about as done as it's gonna get. I'm gonna get that off there and let it cool, and then we're gonna make a sandwich. So stay tuned. All right, the bread is off the fire, cooling off so I can handle it. We're gonna make some of the fixings for our sandwich. I've got some cherry tomatoes and sliced red onion in my bowl. To that we're gonna add some arugula. About, I don't know, I don't like a lot of greens in my sandwich, but we're gonna put a good bit of arugula in there. And here's the star of the show today. This is the Terral de Marrakesh olive oil from Morocco, imported olive oil. I bought some of this from my buddy Rivet Gardner, you know, John, and I thought about it, and I thought, man, that olive oil looks amazing. I want some of that. So that's the good olive oil. We put that on the salad. We don't put that, you know, you don't bake with it, you don't cook with it. That's strictly dressing and dipping, that olive oil. Then I've got a little bit of this balsamic glaze I'm gonna throw on there. We'll put some more on the sandwich later to make it look pretty. Let's get that on there. That's balsamic vinaigrette glaze. We're gonna mix that all up. And I'm gonna put some of that on the sandwich just to make it look pretty. Give it a little bit of acidic flavor to it. I've got some pecorino romano that we're going to grate up in there. Pecorino Romano. Probably the best Romano cheese you can get. Got to peel that back a little bit more, or I'll get the plastic gratings in the Pecorino Romano. That's the best. We're going to grate some more of that on the sandwich. And I also have some, I want to show you. Get some of that in there. That's my salad fixings. I have some Caciocavallo. Caciocavallo is a smoked cheese you get in Sicily, and it's excellent. It's delicious. And you see what it looks like. It's like a ball of cheese. This is half of one of the balls. It comes like this, and they have it tied with a rope and hanging from the rafters in most of all the delis you're going to go into in Sicily. We're going to put some of that Caciocavallo in there too. That cheese is amazing. Get some of that. We're going to put some of that on the sandwich too. As soon as that bread cools off enough for me to handle it, I'm going to put some Caciocavallo, grate it into my the greens, and we got some meat to put in our sandwich. So let me get this mixed up and get the bread over here. Stay tuned. We're going to put together an awesome, epic sandwich. Stay tuned. All right, my bread is cooled off enough for me to handle it. We're going to open this up like this. Oh man, it smells like a pizzeria back here. We're going to put some of this salad in there, some of the greens and onions and tomato. Get a lot of that in there. I think I'm going to turn this thing around because this part seems to be bigger than that part, and I want to be able to fold that over. Get some more of those tomato, the arugula, and onions, and it's doused with that. Oh man, I wish you could smell this, ladies and gentlemen. It smells amazing. I need a napkin for my hands. Luckily, I got one right here. Let me get my hand wiped off a little bit. Ah, yes. Okay, we got the greens on there. That terra de Marrakesh. The smell is amazing. I've got some hot gabagol. Gabagol is beef cheek, kind of a lunch meat made from beef cheeks, and it has a hot. You can see the red streaks in there. It's like a hot. I can't explain it. Hot something. Hot pepper is what it is. Hot pepper. Gonna layer on some hot gabagol. We also have some. This is sopressata. Sopressata is a kind of Italian salami. It's amazing. It's got, you can see the peppers in there. The peppercorns in the sopressata. Gonna layer on some sopressata. Oh man, what a sandwich this is gonna be. Get a layer of sopressata on there. Oh baby. We're gonna throw on some more of that terra de Marrakesh too, I gotta tell you. And then we have the king of Italian lunch meat, prosciutto. Prosciutto. This is not prosciutto di Parma. This is just domestic prosciutto. Boar's head all the way. All my lunch meat was from boar's head. Prosciutto is kind of a dry cured ham, and it's very sliced very thin. It's very hard to work with. Sliced very thin, dry cured ham. What they do is they feed the pigs only acorns. See how the flesh has got kind of a dark flavor to it? My mouth is watering. They feed the pigs only acorns their whole lives. Then they hang the meat up in, they pack it in salt to cure it. And they hang it up to dry. It's dry cured ham is what it is. And it is absolutely delicious. Prosciutto. When you mix prosciutto with sopressata and gabagol, you've got an amazing sandwich that's just gonna knock your socks off. And I got that terra de Marrakesh. That oil is just too much. Gotta put some of that on there. I need some more prosciutto on my sandwich, I think. Prosciutto. Prosciutto is delicious. If you've never had it, you gotta try it. It's amazing. It's very hard to work with. It's sliced very thin and piled up. It's a very fatty. It's ham, basically. Ham from a pig that's been fed only acorns its whole life and then hung out to dry cure. Now we're going to hit that. Well, on half of that sandwich, I'm going to put this because my wife might try half of it. She might not. But I love these red peppers. So I'm going to put some red pepper on the half of it that I intend to eat. I know she doesn't like it, so I'm going to keep some off the other side. But I'm going to put some red pepper on this side of the sandwich. Oh, baby. Oh, it's making my mouth water. Look at that thing. Yeah. All we got to do now is close that thing up. Close that thing up. Turn it around. We'll take a money shot. Oh my gosh. We'll do the money shot. We'll get a beer. And I'll take a taste of this amazing sandwich. I'm going to cut it in half. So we'll get a nice cross section of my Italian pizza sandwich. If I can get it cut in half, I'll eat the hot half that I put the hot peppers on. It's going to be a sloppy mess, I can tell you. But you know what? Totally worth it. Look at that. That's my Italian pizza sandwich. A little bit of that greenery right there. Oh, there's a piece of prosciutto that got away. Yeah. Let me do the money shot. Get a beer out here. We'll take a taste and drink a beer, so stay tuned. My sandwich is done. Here's today's beer. What other beer could we have with this but Peroni? Nastro Azzurro, Italian beer. There's none better. Gonna pop the top off of that, Rob. We're gonna pour out the Peroni. We're gonna try to do a nice pour. We've been doing okay. So far, so good. Yes, sir. Another good pour, Rob. I'm very proud of myself. Peroni, Nastro Azzurro. The perfect beer to have with my Italian sandwich. I can't wait to get some of this in my mouth. But first, let's drink a beer. Stay tuned. Let's quaff the froth off it, Rob. Ah, that's delicious. The perfect beer to eat with my sandwich. Let me turn the camera around and get some of that in my mouth. Stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a napkin standing by because this is going to be one sloppy sandwich, I gotta tell you. But I'll tell you what, it is one hearty sandwich. Look at that. What do you think about that? Does that look like something you like to eat? I know I'm going to take a bite of that right now. Oh, I've been dreaming about this sandwich. The prosciutto can be a little hard to chew. It's a little tough, but what a delicious flavor. Babies, you know what I say. If you like this crap, please subscribe. If you don't, go up in the iCard and check out some friends of mine. The name of the channel is Just Cook the Damn Food. That's the name of the channel. These two guys are amazing, cooking some amazing food. They're drinking beer. They're pouring beer. I gotta take a swig of this. Ah, that Peroni's delicious. I can't wait to devour the rest of that sandwich. I can't tell you how delicious it is. That terra de Marrakesh, that olive oil, that stuff's, I hate to say it, but it's better than any Sicilian olive oil I've ever had. That might not be true. Maybe I haven't had the most expensive Sicilian olive oil. This comes from, I gotta tell you about this, 100-year-old olive trees. 100 years old. Not the oil. The oil is freshly pressed. But the olive trees have been alive for over 100 years, and they've been producing olives and making oil. You got to try that oil if you get a chance. It's expensive, but it's really good. And look at my sandwich. I gotta get another bite of that. Look at that thing. How's that look? Not bad, huh? Not too shabby. I gotta get a bite. Ah. That's delicious. Babies, that's my video. We'll see you next week. Bye.